Last time I talked about my Ludum Dare 50 game on April the 10th, I had an ugly looking, clunky board game. And then crunched a whole day to make a quick video, so check it out, link in the top right corner. If you'd like to see more videos like about my upcoming ARPG, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. And if you'd like to help with the decisions around the game, join our Discord server, link down below. Anyway, I started designing how many islands there are, what puzzles lead where, etc. and turned these Minecraft islands into a more fitting terrain-based map. I implemented weight sensors to trigger stuff and a hidden parkour path to the top of the mountain with a chest which is opened by this weight sensor. I added a light totem which when triggered starts pointing at the first island's mountains, hinting about the hidden path behind it. Next I implemented occlusion sensors. They are triggered if their vision is, well, occluded. Then I implemented these pushable objects, so the player is not the only one that can occlude these new sensors. In the middle of the week I went for a trip in the nearby forest, and at the end of the day I wanted something easy, so I quickly made a main menu, a credit screen, and pausing and resuming with an escape menu. During the second half of the week I spent a whole day on fixing the player controller because it was really bad and the players, for example, could just climb the mountains. By the end of the day it was still ugly as hell, but at least working for now. I implemented that dying restarts a day and you woke up on the shore again. Then created some readable objects with some really minimal UI, replaced most models, and also created a prototype music. Which, as it usually goes, spoiler alert, it became the final. I worked on the ravine at the cave's entrance to make it crossable by, for example, a plank. And then I realized that my shitty controller won't be able to handle such complexity and that a cave in a sunny scene would take a lot of time to polish. So next day I ditched the whole cave stuff, now it's a ramp leading to a huge isolated cliff. Then I made a cool looking bridge and boathouse from just primitive cubes and stuff, which I'm really proud of, but maybe I polished it for far too long. Then I improved the reading panel by adding a typing effect, and also ditched the realistic paper direction of these readable objects and made them visions. At the end of the second week I realized that I have just 4 days and not a full week. So now or never I have to finish it, so there will be at least 1.5 days to get some ratings. After lots of work, finally I was done with the last feature, the log panel. So I designed the log entries, the readable objects texts, and after some polishing and fixing, I added some ambience. I also added sound effects and created a banner to relax a bit, and finished the day at nearly 3 AM with bugs still bugging me. On the final day, after a few hours of sleep, I woke up to finally finish the game just before my day job would start. I fixed some stuff, polished rough edges, and finally made a full playthrough of the game at the final day. And then also I made it a bit easier and less frustrating because it was driving me crazy. After that I finalized the promotional art, the descriptions, and with some issues, but finally I uploaded the builds. This was the most tiresome game jam of my life. Having a tremendous amount of time just made overscoping so much easier, and as I suspected, setting a soft deadline won't really work. I won't care about it. So I need hard deadlines. Instead of the planned 4 or 5 days, then 1.5 weeks, for 2.5 weeks, other than the few times I took some time off, I was constantly working. So never again a this long game jam. The feedbacks were positive, but I always suspect that most people hold themselves back a bit. I was really curious about the ratings, even if it's not a big enough sample, but I was sad to see that for some reason Extra Games ratings are not public yet. But now I'm back at my ARPG with some news I haven't really announced here, so stay tuned, the next Grimstone video is coming. Subscribe, hit the bell and you won't miss it. And of course join our Discord server if you'd like to participate in the smaller steps of the development. Anyway, thanks for watching guys and see you soon.